upon a time many years ago, there was a lovely black colt called Black Beauty. This was a perfect name for him, for he had the brightest, softest black coat, a beautiful white star in the middle of his forehead, and one white foot. He lived in a lovely green meadow with his mother and several other young colts. They had so much fun together, running and galloping round and round the field. Sometimes, though, their playing was a little rough, for the other colts would bite and kick. So one day when there was a good deal of kicking going on, Black Beauty's mother whinnied to him to come to her. And she said, "I want you to pay attention to what I am going to say. For the colts who live here are very good colts, but they haven't learned nice manners. You have been well bred and well born. I hope you will grow up gentle and good and never learn bad ways. Always obey your master. Do your work with a good will. Lift your feet up well when you trot, and never bite or kick, even in play." And Black Beauty never forgot his mother's advice. He was always gentle and kind, did his work well, and obeyed all his master's commands immediately. That is, until this one particular evening. In the morning, John the coachman hooked up Black Beauty to the carriage. They were to take Squire Gordon, their master, into town on business. It was raining when they started out, and continued to rain very hard all day long. The master's business kept him in town a long time, and they weren't able to start for home until evening. By then the wind had grown much stronger and was breaking off branches of trees.
I've never been out in such a storm. It's a bad night, John. I wish we were well out of this forest.
Aye, sir. Oh, it'd be awful bad if a tree came down on top of us.
Well, John had barely finished saying this when there was a groan, a crack, and a splitting sound. And crashing down among the other trees was a huge oak tree torn up by the roots. It fell right across the road in front of Black Beauty.
That was a narrow escape. Is Black Beauty all right?
Oh, yes, sir, he's fine. A little frightened, of course, but he's quieting down.
Good. But what are we to do now?
Well, sir, we can't drive over that tree and we can't get around it. It looks like there's nothing to do but go back to the far crossways. And that's a good 6 miles before we get to the wooden bridge. It'll be awful late, sir, but Black Beauty can make it.
So back they went. But by the time they got to the bridge, it was very dark. And they were trotting along at a good pace, trying to make up time. But the moment Black Beauty's foot touched the first part of the bridge, he came to a dead stop.
Go on, Black Beauty.
But Black Beauty didn't move. He was sure there was something wrong. He didn't know what it was, but he dared not take another step.
Beauty! Beauty, go on, I say! What's the matter with him, John? He's never disobeyed me before. Move on, Beauty!
I'll get out and have a look, sir. Well, I don't see anything, sir. He seems all right. Come on, Beauty boy, I'll lead you. What's the matter, boy?
Well, naturally, Black Beauty couldn't tell John what was wrong, but he just knew that the bridge wasn't safe. And he felt so badly, for this was the first time in his life that he had ever disobeyed. All of a sudden, the man in the toll gate on the other side of the bridge ran out, swinging his lantern and yelling,
"Hey, hey, hello! Stop! Don't try to cross!
Why, what's the matter?
The bridge is broken in the middle! It's been washed away! If you try to cross, you'll fall into the river!"
John, did you hear that? The bridge is washed out. If it hadn't been for Black Beauty, we would have been drowned. Oh, I should have known that he had a good reason for not obeying my command. Beauty, you're a good horse. You felt something was wrong, and so you were right not to go on.
When they finally got home that night, John gave Black Beauty an extra special supper and made him a thick bed of straw and told him over and over what a smart horse he was. About a month later, Black Beauty saved another life. He was awakened by John very late at night.
Wake up, Beauty, wake up, boy. Tonight you must ride as you never have before. Your mistress has been taken ill and we must get the doctor right away.
And as quickly as he could, John saddled Black Beauty, jumped on his back, and off they went. Black Beauty had never gone as fast in all his life. For 2 miles he galloped like lightning. John was very pleased.
Oh, well done, Beauty boy. Good old fellow.
When they reached the doctor's house, it was all dark and quiet. Everyone was in bed. John anxiously knocked at the door. Finally, a window opened, and Dr. White, in his nightcap, put his head out and said,
What do you want? Mrs. Gordon is very ill, sir. The master wants you to go at once. He thinks you'll die if you can't get there.
Wait just a moment, I'll come right down.
They shut the window and was soon at the door.
The worst of it is my horse has been out all day. He's worn out. He won't be about to ride. Would you mind if I take your horse?
Oh, he's coming to gallop all the way, sir. I was supposed to give him a rest here. But I'm sure my master won't be angry, especially since his poor wife is so ill.
All right, I'll get the rest.
So John and Black Beauty waited impatiently for the doctor. And soon he appeared, carrying a riding whip.
Oh, you'll not need that, sir. Black Beauty will go till he drops. Take care of him, sir, if you can. I wouldn't want any harm to come to him.
I'll be careful, John.
And off they went. Now the doctor was a much heavier man than John, and not as good a rider. But Black Beauty did his best and tried to be careful not to shake the doctor up too much. And soon they arrived home, and the doctor rushed into the house. The groom took Black Beauty, rubbed him down, put warm blankets on him, fed him, and fixed up his bed of straw. And early the next morning, the master came to the stables to see Black Beauty.
Ah, my Beauty, my good horse. Only a month ago you saved my life and John's. And last night you saved the life of your mistress. For if you hadn't brought the doctor back as fast as you did, it would have been too late. Beauty, you're the best horse in the world.
And just then John came in. He had had to walk all the way home from the doctor's.
Oh, good morning, sir. I'm glad the mistress is feeling better. And how is Black Beauty this morning? Honestly, sir, I never in my life saw a horse go as fast as he did last night. Why, it was almost as if he knew what was wrong.
Of course, Black Beauty did know something was wrong, just as he had known that dark night at the bridge. And Black Beauty was loved and respected all his life by his master, his mistress, and John. Not only because he saved their lives, but mainly because he never forgot his mother's advice. Except for that night at the bridge, he always obeyed his master's commands, did his work well, and was always kind and gentle.